All right, so this unit 8, we're almost halfway there because there's 16 units in the year, so we're almost halfway there. Now we're gonna review combinations. So the first homework is gonna be about reviewing combinations. You might remember combinations, permutations that should ring a bell. Now, some people call it choosing. So 5 choose 2. Now, probably your previous teachers mentioned a Pascal triangle, right? That might have helped. Now you're also going to see it on biology. You're interested in learning about it, contact me. I can explain this. I can go all over it. But now, just a quick review combinations. So 5 choose 2. Now, what does this mean? How do I do this, Mr. Lins? I don't remember. Okay, my first number is 5. So I'm going to do a fraction. And on the top, I'm going to write 5 factorial. Remember what's 5 factorial? 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. But so 5, we could keep on multiplying all the way down. 0 factorial. There's something that calls 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 1. Okay. Now, at the bottom of my fraction, I'm going to have a 2 factorial. You see where I got the 2 from, right? 5 factorial over 2 factorial. Now, on the difference between combination and permutation, if I just do this, 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, that's permutation. And we talk about permutation is when order uh, does matter. Now, when order does not matter, I'm also going to have a 3 factorial at the bottom. I'm going to basically divide by 3 factorial. Now, the 3, I basically subtracted those two numbers, right? 5 minus 2, that's how I got the 3. Okay, so now 5 factorial. I know that's 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 2 factorial is 2 times 1. 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. Interesting, this 3, this 2, this 1 cancel out. So I have, on my top, I have 20t over 2. Now 20 divided by 2 is just 10. So if I had 5 people, let's say I have 5 people, and I'm going to make groups of 2. It doesn't matter, the order does not matter. So let's say I had 5 letters, A, B, C, D, E. And I'm just going to say I'm going to graph 2 letters. A, B, or BA is the same thing. I see it the same thing. Order does not matter. If I have 5 letters and I can pick 2, how many possible combinations can I make? 10. Now here, my next question, I see this parentheses and I see a 10 and a 3 at the bottom. Now that's another way of writing combinations. 10 choose 3. That's another way of how to write this. So those two things are the exact same type of question. Different numbers, obviously, but same type of question. I just wrote them differently. I want you guys to get familiarized with the writings. Okay, so 10 choose 3. I remember I have to do this as 10 factorial over 3 factorial. But then at the bottom, I also have 7 factorial, right? 10 minus 3. Now, this case is not going to be that much. I'm gonna show you guys a little shortcut later in a minute. But 10 factorial. Okay, so that's 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over, I know 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. 7 factorial, 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. I know the 7, the 6, the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1 cancel out. You're like, oh, could there be a shortcut how to do this? Before I finish this question, right? Before I finish, there's still more work to do here. But before I finished, I could have written this as 10 factorial as 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 factorial. At the bottom, my 3 factorial, I could have written this as 3 times 2 times 1, and then my 7 factorial at the bottom. Okay, notice how the top I stop at 7 factorial, right? I know it's a factorial, so it goes all the way down to 1, but I could have just canceled 7 factorial all at once instead of canceling 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you notice, I have the same work. So you could have stopped a little bit earlier. Okay, so now on the top, I have 10 times 9 times 8. So on the top, I have 720. At the bottom, 3 times 2 times 1, I have 6. 720 divided by 6 is 120. So for the first homework, I really just want you guys to get to refresh your mind how to do factorials. Try to do this in your by hand. Try not to use a calculator, but that should be the first work.